Hi babes, how are you? If you're new, welcome. My name is Michelle and today we're going with a requested reading on Austin McCrum and his new girl. We're gonna see after the scandal between him and his ex with that book. Oh my goodness. Either way, we're gonna take a look into that. That's why they requested it. I want to remind you guys that my readings have no date. They are divinely guided. Everything has free will. Not everything is going to be resonating for all of you, and keep in mind that these readings are always and exclusively for your entertainment purposes only. Everything that I mentioned is alleged. And with it said, let's move forward. Let's see what's the tea. It's been a long day for me, guys. So long. Oh my goodness, my wig is already itching me, but it's okay. It's squeezing my brains out, but we'll be okay. Anyways, so okay, I feel like he knows this, but let's dive in. So we got Cancer, we got Libra, we got knows this girl is not the one. Allegedly, I know he knows that in his heart, and he does like her, but I do not see her interested in him the way he could be interested in her. Like, definitely it's a one-sided thing. Now, if this is allegedly all physical, if anything, I do not see any emotions at the moment. Allegedly, this is definitely attraction. Of course, when we start something, we cannot expect things to be love immediately, but he knows he knows this feeling because of Catherine. He knows allegedly when he met her and before everything, how he felt when he saw her. And he does not have this with this girl. Now, we cannot also compare, but it's a sign that something here is missing, because you're able to feel the same way or have that feeling with the right person. Even if something ends, you're able to feel that again with the right person when it comes to a newer energy. And if you don't feel that, there's something missing. You cannot build this. You have to feel it or you don't feel it. And in this energy that I'm seeing here, he does not feel it, allegedly. And I feel like this connection is going to end abruptly, and it's going to end badly. If he thinks he has some sort of beef with his ex, let's say for example, he is going to have 10 times more with this new energy. Allegedly, she is going to spill every single tea. Allegedly, she is going to, whenever this ends, allegedly, there's no love. This is just convenience. This is allegedly, yes, physical attraction, but I will highly recommend him to be careful. I do see him that he's a great dad, and we could say anything, but it's obvious he's a good dad because kids love him, and kids act that way when they have a great figure, which he is. Okay, so as a partner, he could have failed allegedly, but as a parent, as a father, he has not, and that's that. So when it comes to this, allegedly, I don't know, she has odd vibes, to be quite honest. Allegedly, she could claim that she's okay with kids. She's not great with kids, allegedly. So hopefully, if they do stay together for whatever given reason, allegedly, hopefully he has a babysitter nearby, because I'm not saying she's a bad person or anything, but allegedly she's just not great with kids. So allegedly, that's one of the things that he could actually start noticing and confirming. There could be unfaithful energies, allegedly, not necessarily from him, but from her, allegedly. She could be his karma in that sense, allegedly, and he may not even know that. And allegedly, that's a high chance here that this girl is a lesson, a huge lesson for him, allegedly, screaming a little bit of your own medicine kind of thing. And yeah, I don't see she's the one. I know he knows this, allegedly. He can make it work. He could give her a ring. He could get married, for example. Allegedly, she's not the one. Okay, she's not the one. She's not a one. And I do feel like allegedly he is gonna meet someone else. He's gonna meet someone else. This newer other energy resembles the connection he had with Catherine before. Now, we're not looking to replace. We're just comparing, because we cannot live, we don't live in these people, right? Like they have their own energy, so we don't know them. So I'm trying to explain what these cards are referring to. Is the feeling of the love at first sight, being with your best friend and also being in love with them, feeling like home, right? That feeling that you get when you meet the right person, that feeling that he had with his ex at the beginning, allegedly, that's the energy he's gonna feel with this female. This female could also have a kid, and she is motherly. Like the minute you see her eyes, her demeanor, okay? And allegedly she is perfect, to be honest. Now I do feel, thanks to the first relationship with his ex, this upcoming breakup that is going to happen eventually, when it happens, allegedly, he is going to meet this person. She's also a big fan of basketball, and he can meet her there, allegedly, too. Or there could be the mutual liking as well, and she's very good at it. Like she talks about it, like she knows her stuff, and to an extent, obviously. And allegedly, this could be one of the things he's like, oh, okay. And I feel like they're gonna get along very great. And this girl is a shorter hair. Well, obviously we cannot have extensions. This could be wigs, because we are in the 21st century. We cannot pretend we don't know this. But I do see a girl that she could be platinum blonde to sand blonde. You know, she could change her color here and there because she wants to. And this girl seems to be very good for him, allegedly, and he's pointing out to be a Pisces. She has very strong Pisces placement. She has very strong Libra. She has Libra Venus. You know, their Venus is Libra in her chart. I do see it. She's feels comfortable. She allegedly could be in a way more private. I don't see her being a social media influencer, to be honest. She could be doing other stuff, allegedly. And if she is in social media, she may not be as popular, or is a specific audience, allegedly. Now, going back to the recent girl, is it the, I don't know why, allegedly showing me like a model kind of, like OF model kind of energy with this new girl, allegedly. So I don't know if this is something that she wants to consider. If she does it, I really don't know nothing of her, to be honest. It's the first time I've seen when people said, hey, read on this, and I did, obviously. May 13th, ew. But I do feel like this girl is going to betray him, allegedly, in a way, shape, or form. Honestly, I feel bad because you have to show empathy to everybody, but this girl is going to be his karmic. I do feel that, remember that when we saw the like his side of the story, allegedly, when the allegations of the book that his ex did, right? After this connection ends, in his due time, right? Doesn't have to be immediately, because sometimes acknowledging and grieving and understanding takes time. He is going to sit down, and he's going to have before it's going to be with Catherine, and then it's going to be with his audience, allegedly, and have the mature one-on-one, and you can see in his eyes that he means what he says in the future about how he made his ex feel, and allegedly understanding it. One of the things that he hasn't done is allegedly grieving the version he was with his ex. And because he was with her for so long, he had multiple versions of himself. And that's why growing in a connection / relationship is so complicated, because as years passes by, your ups and downs, kids and everything, you become a different individual. And allegedly, he has to understand what happened for him to really make that decision of going left or right outside of his marriage, allegedly, and to act that way. The thing about here is that he hasn't grieved the version he was in her eyes and the version he became in her eyes. Allegedly, it's a complicated feeling, but he hasn't done it correctly, and that's why he's jumping into this connection. He's here allegedly in this new connection because it seems easy. There's not allegedly deep vulnerability. because there's not a lot of emotions here. Allegedly, it's new, I understand, but he had a specific vulnerability with Catherine that he doesn't have with this person. And this specific emotion is not the person, is the presence of that emotion is essential for a long-lasting loving connection, specifically loving and happy connection, because and he doesn't have it. So allegedly he's confusing this feeling of like, oh, it's simple, we go with the flow, as this will work, this will do better. It's not. Allegedly it's not. But this is a lesson he's gonna learn with due time. Not that we're like, yeah, like, but he needs to learn it. He needs to grow. He is a great person, but he has a lot of things that he's deflecting off. Right? He has definitely the right to feel any way, shape, or form. But allegedly, feeling it doesn't make it correctly when facts speak louder. Because he needs to work on, just because I said it doesn't mean I did it. Right? So at this point, this is what he needs to work on. And that's allegedly why he's here. Have you guys seen the show called 4 Seasons? It's a new show on Netflix. Why am I referencing the show? So there's a character named Nick, I believe. He is the guy that played Michael Scott in The Office. I love his characters. He's so good. He's such a good actor. Anyways, he in that show left Austin and that girl. It's about the essence. It's he went with a younger person and he was having fun. He could be what he wanted to be, but then he started regretting it because he started missing the little things, the deeper meaning things. Everything with this new energy feels fast, fun, just do it, not thinking about it. But he's missing the depth of things. And something that feels this cold is not gonna get hot, it's gonna get colder. And to one of them is gonna get bored. And I feel allegedly this girl's gonna get bored. Allegedly. And most likely he's going to be betrayed, allegedly. And allegedly she could spill the tea. Yep. Allegedly she can. And when the breakup happens, allegedly she is going to make it very simply clear that this was nothing that she was in love with. Nothing too surprising. But allegedly, yeah. But he's gonna experience heartbreak. She's gonna break. If it's not breaking his heart, it's most likely trust, ego. Allegedly, so. But this is going to end, and it's going to be abruptly, and it's going to be in the most messy way, allegedly. And people are going to say, now you understand, Catherine, allegedly. And hopefully this allows him to reflect. And although it's questionable if he could get back with his ex, honestly, it's very most likely not, but at this point, but at least allegedly really give her the version she knew he was before everything changes. This allegedly is a lesson for self-growth for him, and after this he's gonna meet somebody else, another person that it's the one for him, but it's definitely not this girl. Allegedly it's not. And you'll see the way he acts around the other girl whenever she shows up in his life. So this connection, I don't know, it's too much to ask to give it 2-3 years, to be honest. So we got here the herbs in transformation. So herbs, it says nature's gifts are abundant, utilize herbs, magic, transformation of feminine divine, trust your inner guidance. He knows, he has this gut feeling, and He just wants to have fun and enjoy the moment. So hopefully it's worth it. That's all I'm gonna say. But guys, this is the end of the reading. I hope you liked it. If you didn't, oh well, I did my best. Always with accurate readings. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also follow me on TikTok, on I'm not Twitter, on Instagram, on Spotify. I'm also on Clapper too. It's a app like TikTok. And anyways, I also offer personal readings, and I'm here on YouTube and on TikTok every Wednesday, if everything goes well, of course, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's always in English and Spanish, so we do readings, dynamics, and we have fun. Thank you. Have a nice day and blessings.